Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Speed Gaming Live 2022 Final Fantasy Randomizer Qualifier race. So, my name's Softnum, and I'm joined in the tracking booth by Mr. Ibis. It's going to be a solo track today as everybody wants in on this SGLive action. So, we seem to have a pretty good start here. I know that we have the flag on that gives us a draft, and so what the draft does gives you a choice of 6 different characters. We had 3 different fighters, 2 thieves, and a white mage. So we can see on Dark Moon's screen we went thief, fighter, white mage. We can see on Not Young Me's screen we went thief, fighter, fighter, white mage. So can do some good work with these. I did not quite get to see the blurcings, so we'll have to fill those in as we see them. But yeah, exciting times. So for those of you who have been watching Final Fantasy Randomizer this season, we have our co-op race going on for our fall tournament, and this flag set is actually a lot more on the normal side of what we see in a Final Fantasy run. There are no loose items today. There are no... so we know where all of the location of all 19 items that are in the pool today will be. And there are some duds in there. So, also... we don't have mixed overworlds, so places go where they're going to see, and looks like we are off here on Dark Moon's screen. Nothing of note for sale in the weapon shops there. Kind of a dud, especially for our extremely weapon-heavy party. Still should have a little bit of power here to go see what's what up in our deals here, see if we can get through Garland or not. Ribbon +2 in Topher is a great find here to start out with. Looks like we're going to stack all of it on our fighter here. It's kind of cool to run away with here as our runners kind of prepare to tackle this seed. Dark Moon making a save outside before we wander further in here, always a good idea. Die in this flag set, you are going to lose all of your progress, and we have an A-Fire sword. Not really a spell that we generally cast here, but, you know, another sword, we're probably not going to argue about it too much. Throwing down another save, not quite confident enough to take on Garland yet. Might go see what some of our other... runners are doing here. So Dark Moon looks like he's going to be taking a trip over here to Papuka. See what's going on. See what we have at level 2 magic. For white, we have Invis 2's good. Black magic, we have lit 1, lock, fire 1. So, again, kind of somewhat lackluster weapons here. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that A-Fire sword for some money here to buy up some Saber +3s. Not too bad. Going here. Didn't see what we had. But we are lacking in the black magic department here. Only the thief will be able to learn that, and that's probably a ways off on this flag set right now. So, Dark Moon's looks like they're taking the... Oh, we are going to go try and fight the pirates here. Pirates only have a couple hit points, so not really a tough fight. definitely something I would poke my head in and try here. Yep. So, okay, these pirates. Oh, and the pirates just don't have anything. And hardly even hit that fighter. Kind of surprised we don't pop off at least potion here. Enough experience, good for level 5, and we get our rod. So rod will open up all of Earth, make that a viable check when we have access to it. So Dartmoon going back to the inn to save. Looks like Not Young Me is with us now and live with his Thief Fighter White Mage party. Dartmoon taking this trip over here. We do have heading back, seeing what we can do. Probably going to go fight Garland at level 5 now. Probably a much better prospect for us. Not Young Me. Looks like he did much the same thing as Dark Moon in sort of our lag period here. 9 hit points on those two. Let's see if we got... Oh, we're just punch strats today. Looks like. At least on one of the fighters. Yep. A little bit punchy for us. We're going to see if we can punch Garland to death and just kind of fade him. Is kind of the... So get through Garland here, rescue Sarah, get our warp back, get our canoe out of the king, and our crystal out of Sarah. So probably going to head right up to Matoya's cave, see what Matoya's hiding for us here. Dartmoon just 30 seconds behind Not Young Me here in defeating Garland. Has a little bit easier time of it, having put some beef into those warriors and some sabers. Oh, yep. And it looked like our cube is for sale in Provoca. We get our canal. So, we don't quite have the ship yet, but otherwise, once we do kind of get our ship, that'll give us some access to the overworld writ large here, most of it anyway, until we find the floater. Large sword, kind of okay. You know, we'll take it. Not going to argue with that. Not Young Me. Oh, heading over. So one of the flags that we do have turned on is extended overworld, which lets us make some cheeky plays like get into the dwarf cave here before you normally would be able to. That opens up the beginning game options a little bit. Makes the item randomization in the beginning a little bit easier too. You don't have to start with down the ship. But we do have the canoe, which lets us get past these rivers here and get down. Looks like get down to Effland and everything, but looks like Not Young Me is heading straight to see what Marsh Cave's going to hold for us. And heading to the main floor here of Marsh Cave. Now, our runners would not be able to really do anything except for dwarf with this access without that canoe. We do have another flag that sometimes is turned on that lets you get all the way down here, but it's not on for our SGLive race today. And let's see what's down. So without the loose items, you know, this early game, as melee dependent as we are, really kind of makes us item dependent. So we're looking for some lucky finds in a lot of our chests here. And Not Young Me finds an eye. If we can take this down without a lot of trouble, then it should be a pretty good grind here for us, but we run away. Doesn't look like we can make it. And we found the herb in Marsh, the incentive chest in Marsh here, so opens up more of the chain here for our runners. Have access to that. Darkmoon gets through the eye, gets level 8 off of it, picks up his herb. So continues on his way, gonna go probably loot goblin a lot of this floor. Because with our melee heavy focus, we really kind of do need that equipment to really kind of make it worth it for us here, or to really kind of power up our party. Our damage output's all going to come from the weapons we find at this point, and whatever early black magic exists that we can put on the ninja possibly. Mostly, it's going to be... So, not young me heading to go turn in his herbs, see what Prince has for us here. Probably the ship. Oh no, the crown. So got the crown. Gotta go wave that in Astos' face for a little bit, and then get our ship. So, kind of the almost maximum fetch quest here in the Circle C for our runners. Here at level 3 for white, and then a bunch of the resistance spells that nobody revives or casts. And then level 4 is, Exit, and Life 2, and Heal 3. Those are all real good spells. Exit especially makes a lot of checks really good. Not as good as if we had the Shuffle Flags on, but still pretty good. Split 2 hold, I didn't see the other two there on our side here, but level 4 really kind of working out for our White Mage here. Oh, and my wonderful tracker here, Mr. Ibis, is telling me that Black 4 was Warp, which is also another great spell to have. Kind of junk equipment here. Same equipment we had, like Saber +3 here, but Sabers are also on sale, and so not really an upgrade. Upgrade for not young me, but not really an upgrade for Darkmoon here. Taking me in, probably gonna go right up and show Astos what for here. Pretty much the only chuck I believe that we have left for our runners. Yep. And then we did have pro rings for sale too in Elfland that I didn't quite catch the armor shop on, so pretty good there. Astos is but goes down anyway. Not gonna be making quick work of that. And we got our Katana -2, so the Katana rolled down, which isn't the best news for our potential ninja here, but probably we'll still wield it eventually once we get our class change. Okay. Not young me heading over here to or one of our places over here. Looks like we're gonna head into Volcano and see what that holds for us. A little bit of a slideshow here as we get into Volcano 2. Big old loot spot here in Volcano 2. Probably find some great equipment for our PT boys here. Darkmoon doing the same thing, pretty much locked into this play here. Pretty linear progression as these flags are going to be very often. Pro Cape, -2, bunch of gold. Cockatrices, Perilous here. Looks like the spike tiles, the red dragon. We're just going to pay for now. And we get silver -2x. It's just not that exciting for us. But we will head down further. Into Volcano. There we go. Possibly even visiting Carrie here. We'll have to. The Dark Moon found. I'm not as familiar with the changed names. I could be Dia 3, so Arm 3. At level 6 here. Gonna go see what the Drum Circle has for us. Drum Circle has nothing. Sage Block. Has some story. We had to listen to the old man ramble for a while. You know, sometimes when you talk to old men, that's what's going to happen for you. You might get a canoe or a ship, but you might also just get a nice story about 2,000 years ago. And we got a nice story about 2,000 years ago. So. Dark Moon heading into Ice here to see what we can find out of Ice King. While Young Me finding a spike chalice and gargoyles, and found the ship in the volcano. Guess it was probably a fireproof ship at that point. But found the ship out of Incentive Volcano. Not Young Me. Doing a little bit of thinking about going to Speak Fairy. Decides kind of discretion is the better part of Valor. Is going to walk out here. Oh no, we're going to go check some more. Sword. Gold Cheerio isn't bad armor. Going to go ahead and put that Gold Cheerio on the Red Mage. Move the Iron Armor over to somebody. Or the Fighter. Oh yeah, White Mage. So we're going to put Gold Cheerio and the ribbon on the White Mage. Here. And we find the wrong eye. Opal Shield +2 is going to be a great find for that fighter for Dark Moon. Didn't look like the treasury held that much, but Volcano is kind of giving us a few options here as far as melee gear. So. Oh, and our tracker, Mr. Ibis here, is providing the Blursings. Looks like our White Mage has +20 hit. Thief Sword, -1 hit % per level. Not wonderful, but fine. Thief is Thor Master. Resists Poison, Earth, Dark, Time, and S's, but cannot wear a ring. And then the Fighter gets plus max MP, which refills your MP when you level up and gain a point in that level. So that's going to be okay for the night, but not really great on a fighter. Plus 40 HP and can use Thief Sword, which really sure that does much for the fighter in this one. Not Young Me done with the Volcano for now. Making his way out. I'm gonna go find the ship, which I believe is over here at Elfland when you find it in the Volcano. Yep. Probably heading over to some of our newly accessible towns here since we found the ship and the canal. Arm 4 is for White. Level 4 for Not Young Me. Dark Moon's still digging this ice cave here. See kind of how that is off. And we found Bottle and Incentive Ice. So that's pretty fun. Ooh, Frost Dragons know Thunder and Dazzle. Oh no. And so we got a Dark Moon. Dark Moon sort of realizing his fate here as the Thunder D does finish him off. Gotta head back in there though. Pull that bottle out. You're gonna need that bottle, so definitely gonna take another pass at this this stage here. Hopefully we won't find those that dragon again. Not Yugni found an Agama. I don't know if this was loose or a spike, but Agamas are great early game experience too. So looks like it was just a good happenstance. I'm gonna go ahead and save here, go back into Earth Cave, dig some more out here. Gold. Dark Moon finds a rune sword. Gonna be a pretty good sword for one of those fighters there. So found some red bones here that we're just gonna run away. Of course. Agama still doing combat here with Not Young Me, trying to decide flash on the Agamas. Pretty good. Slideshow, I didn't really see how good the harm was doing against our Agama friend here, but ooh, and crack. And it works on one of the fighters. It looks like we had to reset at an Agama fight. So not going to take on the crack Agamas right now on Earth, though. We're going to go see what else we can do with our shiny boat. Bert in chat pointing out the bottle may not be required. That is, of course, correct. You need to, in this seed, you're going to need to light all 4 of the orbs and then go to get the loot and the key and go to Topher. Technically, those are the only things that are required in this seed. So, you may not, I mean, in our case, you know, we know that the ship and the canoe and now and some of those other things can get access, but technically for the end game, it's all you need is the 4 orbs and 2 items. So, bottle may not be required. It could just simply lead us to add katana. Who knows? So, just kind of have to see. It could just be absolute junk, just like the stage was. But back to that zombie bee here, running away. Get the bottle again on Dark Moon's side. See if he makes it out this time. We do have exit, so yep. Definitely using that exit, saving in the house. Gonna go back and I imagine you turn the bottle in. We'll see what Dark Moon does. Not Young Me. Looks like we're setting up for an eye grind here on Not Young Me's side. Or at least seeing if we're at the point where we want an eye grind. Eye's definitely a better target to grind than those Agamas with Brack without a full set of ribbons here. Yep. Not Young Me gonna set up for an eye grind here. Good early game play. Give us the power we need to kind of push through some of these dungeons. Probably be here for a while. I'm not really sure how far you take a grind this early, especially since our illustrious seed roller didn't give us any black belts, which makes some nice cutoffs at like the early 30s and early 40s. But eyes don't appear to be too bad, aren't doing anything mean to us, and we're already at level 11, so good kind of call on Not Young Me side. Dark Moon doing battle with a red dragon. Decides to stop doing battle with the red dragon. Oh, is in Volcano now doing the loot of treasury and getting the pathetic amounts of gold here and our katana mines. Dark Moon is unimpressed by the offerings that Volcano has given. Just doing this game. good thing to checkpoint your stuff. We'll see how far Dark Moon goes in here. We know from Not Young Me's trip that there's some pretty decent equipment in here. I believe this is where the shield was I was impressed with, and some other things for some melee parties. But we'll just have to see. You will notice Dark Moon is walking on the damage tiles. Damage tiles don't really give you that much damage, and we don't have the flag on where they can kill you, so you don't get any encounters on them. So most of our runners, you will see them walking on them. Also, the tile in front of rooms doesn't have an encounter on it either. So making even more of that safer for just the 2 helm. It's not a bad pickup. If you find a bunch of annoying enemies, you might cast a lit 2 or 2 here or there. Definitely good for crowd control type of enemies. Don't know how many of them we'll really run into that are unrunnable, but we'll have to see as we go. Definitely a good option to have. Possibly even on Kraken's Throne, so we just go for all the lit 2s and go for that. Not Young Me is heading back to Earth here to give that another go after getting some levels on our eyes. Probably not a bad play. We do have to eventually get all the way through here. Let's see. Troll and a bull. Doing some nice damage, but we get away. And Dark Moon getting his ship out of the volcano. Dark Moon gonna go see what Carrie looks like today. An interesting play. You have a decent chance of being able to take this down. You also have a decent chance of just dying, so we'll have to see what happens here. We are putting the Thief as a sacrificial lamb for Carrie here in the front row. Let's see what we decide to do. Walling that Thief. Yeah, not a ton in our options for buffing up our fighty boys. Not Young Me making their way through the vampire seemingly with no problem. Gonna go use our rod to open up the slab here, the gate. Try and figure out what Lich has in store for us today. Probably do a little bit more looting up here too. Still quite a few items we could find in here that we would be more than happy to equip and use to make the seed. 2 hits, 142 on Carrie. White Mage throwing out some invises. Carrie taking down our Thief, but that's probably why they were in the front row there. Ooh, and Carrie almost 300 damage on that fighter. Probably stuck here. I guess we'll try a cheeky lit 2 and see where we get to. I mean, you could reset out of this, but you know, you can also reset after you die, so you never know how far you are. Arm 4 doing 150 on Lich, and we'll definitely take it. The Thief not doing much. The Fighter, however, does 67, and that is enough to kill Lich. So, Not Young Me on the orb board with taking down Lich there, and off to more pastures. Yeah, as Bert pointing out in chat, Carry 1 is not really a joke here. We might be able to lit 2 through this if Carrie's keeps not attacking the White Mage. And or missing. Maybe we have enough of his stacks that we're fine. Lit 2 Helm doing 30 damage at a time. we would get pretty lucky, I think, if we made it through carry here, doing 30 to 50 damage at a time here. But we'll see. Blizzard does 41. We are gonna drink strats here. See if we can make our way through here. This is, even if we manage to do this, this is a lot of time Dark Moon and spending at carry, but he does make it through here. He never has to come back, unlike Not Young Me, who does eventually have to come back here. And the mages, or whatever those were, had cremate. That was cool. Fun for our runners, of course. Oh, and we make it through. So that white mage goes up to level 11. We bring the fighter to life here before we light the orb, and then yeah, saving and getting out. I don't know if I would describe that as a beautiful fight, but it definitely worked. I mean, you can't argue with the results we got out of it, and that was certainly a fight that we got through. So try and get away from these gargoyles, see what the chests have up here. Just more money. Lots of money early on in this seed. Not a lot of the equipment that we're really kind of looking for out of these chests. Ah, Massa -1. So Massa rolled down a little bit. And so far, Not Young Me has 2 katanas and a Massa -1, and the incentive chest inside of Ordeals is the ruby for us. So we can definitely go turn that in. Probably will do so here shortly. But not a bad Ordeals for us here. Didn't really seem to be too bad. Dark Moon now gonna go take on the first Fiend after defeating the second, and decides to pretty much head right for the vampire here. Let's see what. House. Okay, -2, and we found the adamant that the fool there was guarding. Turned in our ruby for an adamant. And we'll see what Sarda has down here. What are you hiding in here, Sarda? Sarda has slab, which he believes will help us find the source of the Earth's rot. Not really sure that it's going to help you do that, but definitely should help our runners somehow. Making our way back through to our ship of Dark Moon, doing a little bit of light looting here and Earth. Figure out what we have. I suppose the armor. Stuff we will put on, not stuff that we're super duper psyched about seeing, but you know. Runners making our steel armor. They're not roll up or down, kind of expensive, but translated the slab, so now all you have to do is take that to Lupulupa. Figure out what they have for us. Not Young Me turning in the adamant for the floater. Well, that was a good play. So now we'll almost surely go find our boat and go find the desert and raise our airship and have access to everything our hearts would desire out of the seed. Darkmoon finds a ruse stick. I don't remember if Not Young Me came up here into the same sort of place and looted, but would not surprise me if he did. But ruse stick really good, gonna help us buff up those fighters and melee classes. So this is what I was talking about with Lit 2 Helm. Is a really good answer to some of our unrunnable formations here in the early to mid game. And we have 2 of them. So that's fun. Cockatrices don't look like they're very scary anyway, but definitely able to take this down here. Ooh. And the thief could not run from the cockatrices, so did manage to get our XP out of that fight. Not that we were really doing it for that, but Not Young Me in the air at 34 minutes. And Crescent Sages apparently had the chime, and we're going to go and buy the cube here. 1 cube. And maybe we're going to go see what the tower holds. We have the chime and the cube now. It'd be time to go see what the tower holds. Maybe we can find some sandwiches. No, we're going to check Ice Cave first. Probably what I would do, honestly. A little bit easier a check here, a little bit safer. But definitely, while Dark Moon is in his Lich fight here, don't imagine this is going to be a huge deal. We didn't see Lich do any really mean things to Not Young Me, so probably see Dark Moon in the orb lead here pretty shortly. Yep. Lich 1, not really having too much for us here. Not Young Me kind of heading right for that incentive item there, and Ice will get his bottle here pretty soon out of there. So Dark Moon, would imagine is probably going to Ordeals next. That is the standard play from this point, I believe. I think there's a few other things that we could do. We could get one of the, I believe we have the flag on where we could check a couple cardials, do a couple other things, but I think the typical play here is for Dark Moon to go and find Ordeals, but we'll see as we appear to have, Dark Moon appears to have sort of frozen up on our screen here. We'll have to see what's going on with that while Not Young Me wrestles with this Frost Dragon here. Not really sure why we're wrestling with this Frost Dragon. There we go. Just couldn't get away. Makes sense. So, popping some heals on our party here to prepare for whatever the spike tile's going to hold. That zombie D that we saw on Dark Moon's side. Not Young is going to try this. Oh, and we one-shot it from the fighter with 400 hit points. So not too bad. We do get the bottle here. So pretty good on Not Young Me's side. Yep. Dark Moon after the slight pause here is making the play I was talking about. Same thing Not Young Me did in this situation. And then Not Young Me is going to go and fight Carrie. It's mean, but not that mean. Nasa is pretty good. Yes, indeed. Nasa is a pretty good sword. Even at -1, probably swinging that all day. Dark Moon doing our Pillar Maze, Not Young Me kind of making the other plays. So while our runners are kind of doing a little bit of the repeat here, I would like to reach out and thank Mr. Ibis for tracking for us, keeping us on the straight and narrow, pushing all those buttons, answering my dumb questions, to be honest. I'd like to thank SpeedGaming and their helpers as well for getting us set up and letting us run our fun race here on their points. I don't know if I would change anything. I am not the best runner in the world. You'll know I'm not in this race. There's a reason for that. But I think that Not Young Me has done pretty well here. I probably would have made the decision when Not Young Me was in the Volcano not to face carries. Now, we are in the carry fight. And we are just going full damage. Right, exactly. I kind of wish they... I don't know if Not Young Me picked up that Aussie either. So, yeah, the Roost Stick in the Armory is probably the one that we can point to as, yeah, I probably would have done that. But, you know, that's also cheating. So... Oh, and Carrie does take care of our thief, just like before, and we take care of Carrie. So, I do kind of wonder if we will... We probably won't, and I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to say this. We could, in theory... After we promote, we could run White Samurai strats. I don't know if it's really... Oh, and we got some ice too, sure. So, as Bert pointed out, bottle wasn't actually required, but we have a nice ice 2 shirt now to go along with our Lit 2 helmet. Maybe we could wear all of the maybe we wear all of the armor. We get some like fire rings or something and just like have all these. That would be great. And I'm being told that is a black shirt. I guess it is nice. And the slab turns into the TNT. So that's just another fetch quest that we can go and do almost immediately here. Kind of running out of things for it to be though. Still need to pull the key of the loot, Oxyale out. All of those things going to be needed for us. So it's like Dark Moon making some quick work of some mummies over here. And Ordeals picked up his ruby. Yes, gonna head down and turn that in before we go to Scott. I'm gonna go see the other dwarf here. Did not talk to the Hooray dwarf though, so I know lots of other people in this race just moaned in exasperation here. So. We have the tail, so we could immediately go and get promoted. Looks like we probably will here. Checking some of the Cardia Islands as well. Or maybe we'll check the Cardia Islands after we promote here, but definitely strong advantages we gain in promotion. We have found some katanas. I'm going to rearrange a little bit. Ninja not able to equip the katana, but we could, in theory, put the other katana on the fighter and then put the Masa on the white mage and just go all hit strats. But not sure that's really the play, but it's fun to think about. Gonna go buy some Fire 3 Temper for that ninja there. Good play there. Good memory for Not Young Me. And Bruce for the fighter. So, yeah. I mean, great stats there. Great strats there, rather. And we'll see where Not Young Me heads next. Really kind of on the precipice of the end of the seed, I feel like. We do still need to find the Oxyale somewhere and the key in the loot. But, we will see if Sky provides for us. I mean, it has to some, but we'll see if we can pull any fun equipment out of here while we're making this dive. And our tracker pointing out that the fighter Thief Swords is actually a palace, not a bonus, and so will not be able to get Katana. But we will see. Looks like Not Young Me still doing some looting here. I definitely agree with this. There are definitely things you could find that would be great to find here. Found another eye. Not going to last too long. Dark Moon. Taking to the skies at 43 minutes here. Heading up the coast to see where Dark Moon decides to take his airboat first. Sword, Darkmoon translating the slab, and then gonna go up. Chime. We will see. Gonna go buy that cube. Like, why are we here? Wait. Gonna go buy the cube. I had forgotten Opal -1 bonk on Not Young Me's side in one of these chests here. Opal equipment always great, but I don't know if that's like really the find we were looking for over there. Six pack, and we get the Oxyale. So, we'll go. Yep. Rearrange after our looting. Gonna probably go. So I had a crack in here pretty soon. Found that Oxyale. Dark Moon heading down to our stages here. Gonna find out what the Lupulupa means today. TNT. We go turn the TNT in for the tail here. Probably doing that directly. Always do your free checks. One of the nice rules here. And there is the robot chicken hanging out. Just gonna wave to him as we walk past today. Pretty competitive race here with. So chat pointing out too, due to logic, we actually know he is in Waterfall because the loot is the incentive chest in the Sea Shrine is key-locked, and so we know that we need to go to the Waterfall to get our key, and then go to the sea to get our loot, if our runners are thinking about that. And look, robot chicken! I'm sure that was the robot. Nope. Instead, we're gonna fight Tia. Looks like we're just gonna do strong strats. 4 hits 53 is a little low for what we'd like to see here. Walling up the fighter here. Ruse. Wall up the thief here. Or the ninja. Knight does 32 damage. Not really gonna make it on that. Looks like our thief did 104 for 4 hits. Yeah, cast Dark. Invis 2 coming out, making us a little bit dodgier. The fighter swings for 69 damage. Nice, but not that nice. The ninja swings for 169 and 4 hits. 59 damage. Kind of missing that fast spell on the fighter right now. 4 hits, 51 on the ninja. 4 hits, 132 on the ninja. We get 13 damage out of the fighter. The red mage just showing Tia their nice, pretty ribbon. Not really much for them to do now. They got enough Invis 2 stack, all the Invis 2 stacks we need, and so it's just up to our punchy boys to break through the wall of hit points here with our somewhat medium swings. 4 hits, 11 damage, 77 damage on the fighter. Tia pulling out a fire 2 here. And we do get Tia down with the ninja there. So with that air orb, probably right off to the waterfall, pick up our key, and then finish off with the Sea Palace. Row our boat all the way up to the waterfall. Dark Moon making his dive into Sky here. Yeah. Skips less than greater than looks like, and just going on up. Can't really fault anybody for that. Probably feeling a little bit behind here as 50 minutes into a seed with these flags is, when we may start seeing people finish. So definitely trying to get as far in here as we can. Taking the key from the robot that we knew was there. Casting exit. Gonna head back down the river and go over to visit our friends the mermaids. Right over here. Heading directly to floor. Easy Gershark here, or hopefully it was Easy Gershark. Took us at least. Oh wow, chunky Gershark. You managed to take it here. Full level 20. Dark Moon about to find the Oxyale here in the sky, or already found it. It's like. So, not young me pulling the key out of the chest, TFC chest, and going to go fight Kraken. Probably won't talk to Bubbles today. I know everybody's disappointed, but you're definitely in I need to get going, go mode. So, has all the items, has everything we need. So, let's make pretty quick work here of this. We head over here, check some of the chests on the way down. Maybe we will see Bubbles. Maybe not. Silver Cheerio. Go mood. Go mood. It is kind of a go mood today. Kind of a lazy Sunday afternoon. I'm glad everybody here was joining us for Final Fantasy Randomizer on SpeedGaming here. We are running a race to see who's going to represent us at SpeedGaming Live 2022. Qualifier races here. So it's been fun seeds so far. We'll see how we finish up here, but quite a mood here. More Gershark action on not Young Me's side as Dark Moon is showing the slimes his nifty shirt, of course, making the slimes so jealous they get cold and die. Not Young Me here. In the Kraken fight, walling up our punchy boys. 2 hits, 192 before temper is not too bad. Gonna use all of our temper charges on that fighter there swinging our Masa, so kind of stuttered there and missed on the damage, but guessing here with the temper tech casts, we're just not going to be that much long here. Tier 3 the fighter, 4 hits 87 out of the katana, 4 hits 287 from the fighter, Tier 3 on the fighter, probably gonna pulling out harm. Harm 4, 159, 4 hits, 280, and Kraken is down. So at 55 minutes and 10 seconds, Not Young Me has lit his 4th orb and will be prepping and going to the Temple of Fiends again for revisiting it. So we will continue here to probably prep up, probably make sure that we're full on potions before we dive Topher. Always remember to refill your potions before you dive Topher. It's very embarrassing when you don't. Trust me from experience. Not Young Me, skipping my advice though. Go ahead right in here. And 55-54, Not Young Me is in Topher. Plays a little melody, and we have short Topher today, so just the Fiend refights. And 1 hit on Lich takes Lich down. So pretty easy there for Not Young Me. Gonna stand our ablative fighter up here. Fight Fairy. Let's see, carry 4 hits, 260. Carrie seems to have a decent amount of hit points and fasts herself. 2 hits, 2 damage after that fast. Not surprising to see at all. And Ink happens. Yeah, 4 hits, 215, and Carry 2 goes down. So gonna equip a little bit of our stuff here on the fighter, or our ablative fighter here in the first slot. And the Wear Sword +4. Right. Kraken. See what Kraken has in store for us today. Looks like we're taking this one a little bit more carefully. Gonna kind of spend some of our charges here to make our boys a little bit more dodgy and fighty. Invis 2, 1 temper charge here. Not Young Me, kind of trying to decide where to spend those charges. 3 hits, 499. It's pretty good for 1 temper on that fighter. The White Mage deciding to self-bruise. The Ninja doing a 158. If we can keep this rate up and Kraken's not mean, we will take Kraken down here. 3 hits, 152. 2 hits, 72. 2 hits, 72, and terminated. Kraken 2 goes down. Not Young Me making pretty short work here of our refights while we go. I'm going to go ahead and gear up while we go. And drinking up some bottles here. And we have Tia 2. Looks like we are going to... I don't know what Not Young Me thought the fighter was holding there, but Bruise, Temper, Invis stacks, pretty common stuff. Ice 2 does 21 damage. 3 hits, 45 out of an unbuffed fighter there. Invis 2 comes out. Hopefully we'll be able to dodge that large kind of spike there from Tia. 2 hits, 58. Fighter comes out. 34 damage. Tia is dodgy today. So 2 hits, 23 damage. And Ninja did 5 hits, 55 damage with that katana. Really kind of Not Young Me really staring at the charge spells. Oh, the ninja goes down right before the Cure 3 comes out. 4 hits, 50 damage on the fighter. Invis stacks some more. Maybe we can make it through Tia here. 3 hits, 26 damage. This is gonna be a long haul if we make it through. 4 hits, 135. Yep, just gonna blow some of our Cure 3s here to make it through this fight. Oh, and the White Mage goes down, so we will see if this fighter can solo while we're going here. Nope. We decide Aggression is the better, or we exit. Save some of those levels, and we try again. We are back at Lich. Lich didn't offer us much resistance last time, offering roughly the same resistance this time. We do get a Lit 2 out of Lich, but as the screen told us there, nothing. Ooh, and Lich has Nuclear as well. We reset out of Nuclear Lich. Dark Moon on their Kraken fight, using that Ruse stick to Ruse and Invis up here. We'll be able to be a little bit more dodgy for Kraken 1. Oof. Kraken just takes down that White Mage, too. Kraken doing Kraken things one's supposed to. So the fighter seems to have enough stacks of Invis and Ruse that Kraken not being able to get the tentacles around him. Looks like we made it through without being nucleared too much this time on Not Young Me's side. Gonna drink up and continue on our Fiend refights. 3 hits, 55 damage on Dark Moon's side. And Kraken 1 goes down for Dark Moon, and Dark Moon 2 is in the mode of goes. Gonna go revive the rest of our party, which is it is. Use House, and then fly over to Topher and join Not Young Me in these kind of not great free fights here. We'll see if Dark Moon does any prep before just heading right to Topher and mashing face against our bosses here. Visiting up. Oh, and it looks like we're gonna go buy some stacks of something. Oh, I think Dark Moon X is trying to remember where Fate is, or Fast is. So, probably gonna go check Provoca and then go back to our area. And Not Young Me makes it through Kraken 2 without a life caster up, which is not really the place you necessarily wanted to be at this point, but you know, we are there, so we will see how this goes. I go find the Black Magic here for the ninja. There's our temper. Not bad. There's our temper for the ninja. See, we're gonna get a ruse for our knight, and then probably head right up to the Temple of Fiends. Go find our Fiends. So Tia, not nice, kind of canceling Not Young Me's run there. Not Young Me decides that they need more levels or more equipment or something. Gonna go see what we can find. Oh, heading over, I think, to the ice spike tile in Earth here. Oh no, we're gonna go fight some Agamas. Even though they have flash and crack. We're gonna go Agama grind for a little bit here. Always an option, always a good option to remember as well, that you can always go and grind. Grinding usually solves most problems. So one of those other things we're just not going to argue with. Play our loot. And Dark Moon is into their Lich fight. We are going to throw out a wall for the fighter. D4 hits 16. Fighter 4 hits 178. Under 2, not doing much for us. Darkmoon 4 hits 225. The Thief does manage to get some crits in there. 4 hits 185, takes down Lich 2. Drink up here. And gonna take carry 2 a little seriously too. Wall up the fighter. 4 hits 75 on a crit. Carry fast herself. 4 hits 203, not bad without buffs. Probably just ride that here until Carry 2 does something mean to us. And the second we get some crits on that Masa, 4 hits, 357, and we are out of that fight. Gonna head in here to Kraken 2, Ruse and Wall. Kraken will just simply take out that Thief. Ruse up here. 4 hits, 162. Fire 3, not really scaring us too much. A few more stacks of Ruse here. Zap out of Kraken, which I don't believe we saw on Not Young Me's side. Not hitting there, of course, because we have some guns, but okay. Let's put 2 hits, 228. Not too bad for our fighter there. Quad X as well out of Kraken. Kraken really just does not like our friends here. 3 hits, 318. The White Mage doing what she can, which is not really that much once we get to the fight part of the stage, but ooh, and taken down as well. Oof. That is rough, but we do get through Kraken 2. Looks like we're just gonna trade the ribbon over the fighter, see if the fighter can ammo this. They've got Temper, they've got Ruse, all the spells we need. Ruse up. Wouldn't be surprised. No, we don't have. We got some Ruse. We will see how we're doing here. 3 hits, 161. It's gonna have to be good enough. Well, Tia just sort of tries to get through our Ruse barrier. 3 hits, 92 for a crit. Still missing, which is great for us. 4 hits, 203 is really good damage. 2 hits, 103. 3 hits, 40. Kind of how we'd see without some crits. 3 hits, 151 is a nice crit on Tia 2. 183. 183. Tia missing and missing. Those Ruse stacks really paying off for Dark Moon here. Hopefully we'll make it to Tia, and we do! So we will see chaos here on Dark Moon's side momentarily. Drink up. We Ruse up and swing at Chaos. Hopefully Chaos doesn't have anything nasty, and Dark Moon gets through this. Chaos, swing and a miss. Stop does not work through our ribbon. Thunder 2, 27 damage, not scary. 3 hits, 44. That may be enough for us. 4 hits, 67. Fire 3, not scary. And 3 hits, 196. Ink, also not scary. 4 hits, 51 damage. 4 hits, 164 for a crit. Also not gonna work. Chaos trying all of the ineffective spells. That's great for us. 4 hits, 231. Looks like we may have the better part of this chaos fight as our hit points hold out here. Tornado, 119. Not great to see that, but 3 hits, 196. As long as we don't get too many more tornadoes, we should be good. 5 hits, 512. Very strong hits. 4 hits, 164. Little bit of lag there. 5 hits. 3 hits, 5 damage. Takes down Chaos, and Dark Moon has finished first place on our restream with the official race time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 34 seconds. Dark Moon was actually the 5th place in our race. Ahead of Dark Moon, finishing in first place with 49 minutes and 5 seconds was Spellzap. Finishing at second place with 55 minutes and 28 seconds was Dead Pulse. Finishing in third place with 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 51 seconds was Pickles and Beer. Finishing in fourth place with 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 33 seconds was Guardian Marcus. And GG's Dark Moon.
Hey!
That was quite an interesting series of Fiend refights there.
I mean, you got a fighter with a Mazmoon and a rune stick, or ruse stick. What else are you gonna do, you know?
Well, unfortunately, fighter strats didn't really work for Not Young Me here. So.
Oh, yeah. Refresh me, where was the... I swear I found a wall item. Was I mistaken? Because I didn't have it by the end.
I don't remember seeing a wall item. There was a ruse stick.
I may be getting seed bleed from... Okay. To be honest, but I thought there was a wall. Because I'm going to my inventory partway, and I'm like, where's my wall item? Oh,
yeah,
well.
And actually, Not Young Me didn't visit Earth Treasury, and so did not find it.
The ruse one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just me sitting there going, because I hadn't found all the gear I need. I'm like, I need something that might help me through the various Fiend fights if I have to do them with bare minimum equipment. So, you know, hit a few of the treasuries along the way, grab the places where there's a few extra chests around. Don't grab everything, but wasn't the fastest strat, but it certainly allowed me to get through things.
Yep. I mean, you definitely made it through. Chaos had a lot of spells that didn't do anything too, which I think helped.
Yeah. Yeah,
Rub,
no.
Quad X, stop. It's just not going to do anything.
Not
Thunder was
us, no. Yeah.
Yeah. Thunder was a little scary, other than that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, but he went to his skill list, and I said to myself, okay, no more of doing your skills. I don't want to see your secret nuclear, because that might have sent me back to the beginning, so...
Yeah. I think it was Lich 2 actually had nuclear in their script. It was just really at the end. It got Not Young Me once, so...
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I mean... And we are joined by Not Young Me. GG's.
Hey, GG's.
Hey, GG's. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Mm-hmm.
Sound great. Terrible run. But GG's.
It happens.
You just had, honestly, Not Young Me, you were ahead on stream pretty much the whole time. You just had terrible luck with the refights, honestly. Like,
yeah,
that Kraken 2 was not nice.
Yes, certainly. I was definitely underleveled. I was just hoping for an easier Topher. I have had, I think the last 10 runs I've had a black belt, so I hadn't practiced too much on a fighter. Probably should have got to mid-20s. Obviously, I did a late grind thereafter, but I thought maybe with the Masa and Katana I could muscle my way through, but definitely didn't work out. It's all right though.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, you were ahead. I think that the only real routing difference that made a difference was Dark Moon did ice first, I believe.
And stupidly didn't exit out when I had the chance.
I wasn't going to say that. I did notice, but I wasn't going to say it.
I've been playing too much co-op, and we don't, it's either die and don't care, or or you just never get ice or exit and warp because the game is cruel to you. So this is the first game I've played outside of co-op, and my brain hasn't quite rewired itself yet.
Yeah.
I got it eventually. By a certain point, I'm like, okay, I have exit. Let's start exiting everywhere. But it took a little warm up. I was slow. I lost like 3 or 4 minutes to that ice cave, bonking off sages, bouncing off mirage. This was definitely a warm up run for me.
Yeah, Sage Bonk was great. Yeah, and what Darkman's referring to is he actually got the item out of ice and then died to a silver dragon, I think.
The ice dragons, they had...
Oh, the ice dragon, that's
Thunder.
weird.
Thunder,
Yeah.
Thunder, which didn't kill my white mage, but then my white mage spent 6 rounds refusing to run. So then I just had to go back in because the game is cruel.
Yep. Yeah. The white mage was just like, I don't know what running is.
Exactly.
This isn't even...
The way that seed set up, if there was a black belt available, we would have seen several sub 50 minutes. With the eye tile, obviously in Marsh, and then you had red dragons, agamas, all various accessible. I was like, okay, if this was a black belt, it would all be at least sub hour for everyone. But Masa rolled down, Katana rolled down, no good white magic. So I was like, this is gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, that eye being where it was early enough as it was, I don't know if I would have ground on it immediately. I would have pinned it in the back of my mind. But as soon as I saw exit at Elf right over by Marsh, I probably would have just turned right back around and gone to Marsh and then ground on the eye until I had a level I liked, and then exited out and just gone and raffle stomped the bosses because they wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually did go back and got to level 15 on that. I was gonna go try to take on Lich, and I was like, I have no weapons, I have no levels, I think I have farmed. I don't even have farm 4 slots for it yet. So I actually went back, did that, and then circled back. I've thought about going to ice, but once you have, I feel like in this seed, it always pushes floater late. So I got the ship and canal, and then just bounced and did ordeals, and I think that gave me the ruby. So that was 2 quick checks. So I think that paid off. But being underleveled the whole time certainly cost me.
Yeah, underleveled without any good magic at all. I tell you, the comms can confirm this. My battle against Carry 1 was pretty clutch.
Yeah, I mean, Carry 1 was mean. So, yeah, it was...
To crit my knight for all of its health, and then I'm sitting there with a white mage having to drink strat while I'm casting a lit 2.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was like, oh yeah, we're doing lit 2 helm strats.
I'm glad I had it. That's the only thing that got me through there.
I mean, it was the only crowd control magic you had. Well, there was the lit 2 whatever, and the ice 2 black shirt.
And then eventually Melmond, once you got the spell charges up, they had die of 3 or die of 4, but...
Oh yeah, die of 4.
Yeah, but by that point, you're sitting there going, I'm already nearly done with the seed. Thanks, game.
Yeah, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was looking at the flags before the race. I didn't have it at all. And I was like, oh, there's a draft, but there's 6, so it won't affect things too much, they'll probably have all the options they need. Nope. Yeah, fighters and thieves and a white mage. That's it. So it's quite the draft, I thought.
Yeah, so Dark Moon, I didn't catch the end of the stream. What did you end up running?
Fighter, a thief fighter, none white.
Yeah, I kept going back and forth, taking 3. I ended up doing 2 fighters. I grabbed them just in case there were some good weapons early on. I know it was just a thief malice. Yeah. But obviously we were going to promote regardless. Mm-hmm. So I thought if we got 2 out there. Yeah, and then just left 1 dead for most of the seed up until Topher.
I debated taking a second thief. Mostly so that if one of them died, I could shove the other body up front to help me avoid ambushes and so forth. And had I taken a second thief, I got a second katana for him. It would have actually been nice, but retrospect,
Yeah, definitely. That was kind of funny, and I got confused on the blur things because I thought the fighter could use the katana there for a little bit, but no. That was a malice, so not at all.
Yeah, no, well, it was a bonus on the White Mage, the Thief weapons. It was a malice on the Fighter.
So I guess you could have had, like, Katana White Samurai, but...
No, because it's only Thief weapons, not Ninja.
Oh, okay.
That would have needed to be Legendary weapons. Then the White Mage would have been happy. I would, like, Katana right on them. You go to town, White Samurai.
Yeah. Could have just had a whole punchy party.
Yeah.
All right, so any other thoughts on this scene? Any other? When is the next? Actually, I should have looked this up beforehand. But when is the next race?
2 days from now, Tuesday.
Yep. So Tuesday night, there's another qualifier for the SpeedGaming Live 2022 Final Fantasy Randomizer run. So either check back here to watch or come join. It's great. Come join the Discord. We're really nice people, generally. I mean, we're really nice people generally. That is an extremely true statement.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. As somewhat new, I don't know, I'm probably pushing almost a year now, but still fairly new in the community. Everyone is very helpful, especially on Discord. If you have any questions, you can always join races. Doesn't matter if you're running against someone like a Dark Moon or a Dead Pulse or Spell Zap. It's just still fun to do, and especially in these qualifiers. If you're not going to beat one of your top 3 times, you can just do a quick forfeit like I did tonight. I was waiting. I didn't want to ruin the stream, so Dark Moon, when you finished, I was like, all right, I'm done. After 6 wipes and Topher or whatever I had.
Figured. Yeah, figured.
That was enough fun for me. It's very low-key. It's just a really fun time, and I can't wait to see the rest of this tournament.
Yep. So, with the absence of other final thoughts, I would like to thank Mr. Ibis for, dealing with my BS, tracking for me, and keeping me correct when I made errors. Thank you to SpeedGaming for letting us stream our fun game on your channel. Do follow the runners, Dark Moon EX and Not Young Me. Don't follow me because I don't do anything, but
you chat here a lot.
I come and I comms a lot, so if you want to see me, just keep your eye on the various SpeedGaming channels, I guess. But I don't ever stream, so don't follow me. It's not useful. But yeah, thank you everybody, and we will see you all later.